empowering the world through innovative and accessible education.
Title VII of the Civil Rights Act of 1964, Protecting Workplace Equality. Welcome. Today we'll explore Title VII of the Civil Rights Act of 1964, the landmark federal law that prohibits employment discrimination. We'll cover its history, scope, protected classes, enforcement mechanisms, remedies, and key amendments. Let's dive in. Signed into law by President Lyndon B. Johnson on July 2, 1964, Title VII emerged from the broader Civil Rights Act aimed at ending segregation and discrimination in American life. Title VII specifically targets employment discrimination based on race, color, religion, sex, or national origin, under 42 U.S.C. Section 2000E-2. Title VII applies to most private employers with 15 or more employees, all public sector employers and labor organizations. It governs hiring, firing, promotions, pay, benefits, training, and other terms and conditions of employment. Exemptions include bona fide private membership clubs and Indian tribes. Under Title VII, it is unlawful to discriminate because of race, including characteristics such as hair texture or protective hairstyles, color, which refers to skin pigmentation, religion, covering all aspects of religious observance, practice, and belief, sex, which includes pregnancy, sexual orientation, and gender identity, and national origin, which encompasses ancestry, ethnicity, and native language. Prohibited practices include both disparate treatment, which is intentional discrimination, and disparate impact, which refers to policies that unintentionally disadvantage a protected group. Title VII also bars harassment, which is unwelcome conduct based on a protected trait that creates a hostile or abusive work environment. To qualify, the behavior must be severe or pervasive enough to alter employment conditions. Employers must take prompt corrective action. Employers must reasonably accommodate an employee's sincerely held religious beliefs or practices, unless it causes undue hardship on the business. Examples include flexible scheduling for religious holidays or dress code exceptions for religious attire. The Equal Employment Opportunity Commission, or EEOC, enforces Title VII, as outlined in 29 CFR Part 1601. To bring a claim, an individual must file a charge of discrimination with the EEOC, generally within 180 days of the alleged violation, although this period can extend up to 300 days in some states. The EEOC will then investigate, attempt mediation, and may even sue on behalf of the complainant. If the EEOC issues a right to sue notice, the individual can file a private lawsuit in federal court. Remedies under Title VII include back pay and front pay for lost wages, reinstatement or hiring, compensatory and punitive damages, which are capped by employer size as per the Civil Rights Act of 1991, and injunctive relief, which are court orders to stop discriminatory practices. Important amendments include the Civil Rights Act of 1991, expanded remedies and clarified burdens of proof. The Pregnancy Discrimination Act of 1978 interprets sex discrimination to include pregnancy and childbirth. The Genetic Information Non-Discrimination Act of 2008 limits use of genetic data in employment decisions. To comply, employers should adopt clear anti-discrimination policies and distribute them widely, provide regular training on harassment and bias, establish complaint procedures and conduct prompt, impartial investigations, monitor workforce data to detect adverse impact and take corrective action. Recent EEOC guidance expands protections for LGBTQ+ employees and addresses implicit bias. Courts continue to refine the scope of hostile environment and the limits of religious accommodation. Staying current with EEOC updates and case law is critical for compliance. Title VII transformed the American workplace by outlawing discrimination based on race, color, religion, sex, and national origin. Through the EEOC process, private suits, and evolving case law, it continues to shape fair employment practices. Thanks for watching. Subscribe for more in-depth legal guides.